Welcome to another T-Mobile Tuesday Night Baseball. And tonight from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the Pirates and the Phillies play game 2 of their 4-game series. The Pirates winning last night 6-4. And tonight they'll go for their 5th straight victory. Let's take a look at the Central Division standings and the wild card standings. The Pirates 4.5 behind the division leading Cardinals. They're in that second wild card spot with the Braves and Brewers a game and a half behind them. Hi again, everybody. Along with Bob Walk, I'm Tim Neverett. Robbie Inzmakowski is with us also. Josh Harrison back in the lineup tonight and leading off. He's one of the contenders for the National League batting crown. And all of a sudden, Andrew McCutchen right back there among the leaders with a .311 average to start action tonight. And Bob, for the first time in his career, 3 straight 3-hit ball games.
Well, he couldn't pick a better time to really start getting hot, getting back to the Kutch we know. And going down this stretch of games here in September, it's going to be nip and tuck right to the last maybe 4 or 5 days of this season as far as getting into the postseason. And who better to lead us than Andrew McCutchen, who won the MVP last year, is really centering up the baseball right now, hitting the ball to all fields with velocity, really showing a lot of power. And then, of course, Marte. What he has been doing since he came off the DL is McCutchen-like, especially if you look at that OPS, almost 1,000. That's pretty impressive.
Starling Marte with a 2-run home run last night. So Marte hitting in front of McCutchen in the order. Harrison, Marte, McCutchen, the first 3. Again, the Pirates batting order. Edinson Volquez on the hill for the Pirates. He hasn't lost a road start since the 17th of May. It's the Pirates' strive for 5 in a row. Lineups and first pitch coming up.
Visit buyatoyota.com for special offers. And by PNC Bank. Know where you stand with PNC Total Insight. Let's go, Bucks!
Philadelphia Phillies taking the field here at Citizens Bank Park for game 2 of this 4-game set. Broncos and the Phils. David Buchanan running out onto the hill. And Josh Harrison will be the first hitter of the ball game back in the lineup after tweaking his ankle during the Chicago series. We take a look at the Pirates starting lineup tonight, brought to you by Toyota. Harrison hitting .315. He's got 42 multi-hit games this season. Harrison checks in second in the National League behind Justin Morneau in the race for the batting crown. Marte, McCutchen, Walker, Martin, Davis, Gregory Polanco back in the lineup tonight. Clint Hurdle said he had a hunch. And Jordy Mercer batting eighth. Edinson Volquez, the pitcher, bats ninth against Phillies right-hander Buchanan.
Take a look at David, Buchanan's numbers this year. The ERA now under 4 at 3.95. He's really done a good job throughout this season chipping away at that. It was up in the sixes after his fourth start this season. So it's been steadily coming down, especially of late. The young guy is actually getting on a roll here late in the year in September.
Phillies defensively. If you look at the outfield, left to right, Dominic Brown starts in left tonight. Ben Revere, Marlon Byrd. Miguel Franco back at third base. Galvis, the shortstop. Jimmy Rollins, a hamstring injury, is out. Utley and Howard on the right side with Ruiz doing the catching. Defense brought to you by Volvo. First pitch of the ball game in for a strike to Josh Harrison, and we are underway. Game number 2 in Philadelphia. Josh with 13 homers, 58 runs batted in the 11th inning of game 1 against the Cubs. Tweaked his left ankle, and he runs this one out. A low throw from Galvis, but Harrison is out. 6-3 the put out, one gone for the Pirates in the top half of the first inning. Check out his running here, Bob.
Well, I think anything that's in a straight line, he'll probably be fine. With an ankle problem, it's when he tries to turn, cut, things like that. That'll be more of a test for him. So we'll keep an eye on it through the night, but it's good to have his bat back in that lineup no matter what.
One out, and Marte the hitter. Marte fell a triple shy of the cycle last night. Ended up going 3 for 5. Had a good night at the plate. Takes the ball upstairs. Went single, double, home run. His home run in the 5th inning of the game last night gave the Pirates a lead they ultimately would not relinquish. Ground ball left side. Galvis in the hole. Long throw, and he got him. So Galvis with a solid play there to retire Marte. 2 ground balls to short and 2 outs for the Pirates.
A little bit better throw that time also.
Well, Galvis will be in there for a while now with Rollins hurting his left hamstring last night. So Galvis, for the next several days at least, will be the starting shortstop. Jimmy Rollins today saying that he thinks it might be about 10 days. He's shooting to come back by the 19th and try to finish up strong for the Phillies. And here's Andrew McCutchen. 2 outs, nobody on.
At this point for the Phils, it really doesn't make a whole lot of difference.
Well, not with where they are in the standings. They're last place in the East. Ball strike to Kutch. 66 and 77. The record for Philadelphia. They're 15.5 behind the division leading Washington Nationals. Nationals 8 games up on the Atlanta Braves. Ball and 2 strikes. Nationals getting closer to wrapping up the East. Kutch has hit an 8 straight against the Phillies. Ryan Sandberg, manager of the Phils, Hall of Famer. That one got him. Kutchen is hit by the pitch. Like it clipped his left arm.
Always get nervous when it gets up there by those hands. Up in that area. Yeah, like that guy just barely got his left forearm, maybe.
Kutch at first base, 2 men out. See how long he stays there. He takes off or not. Throw to first base, and Andrew dives back. Kutch with 17 stolen bases. He's been caught twice. Second time. The only reason he was caught because he had an awkward slide in Chicago. Lifted his hand up off the bag. Strike to Walker. No balls and 1 strike.
Saw a couple of those slides, didn't we, in Chicago?
Yeah, the players were talking about the clay right in front of second base. Said it was
like Velcro.
A little different. Yeah, Velcro is a good way to put it. 0-1, and Walker pops this one up. It is drifting by the Pirate dugout, and it'll come down in the seats.
Oh, really breezy.
That wind really pushed that ball out.
Been whipping around here all day. Been very cloudy, but no rain in the forecast.
See the flags
pointing
like toward left field
all afternoon.
Steady breeze out to left. Could be an interesting night for the right-handed hitters. 2 outs, 2 strikes. McCutchen at first. Walker had an RBI base hit in the 8th inning of last night's game. Takes inside, 1-2. Buchanan, 24 years of age, out of Peachtree City, Georgia.
Doesn't exactly get that ball deep in the glove, does he?
He doesn't. It's right down there, bottom of the palm.
I would think it'd be easy for something like that just to roll out one day. You could see a Cueto moment. Who was that that dropped the ball the other day on this trip? Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Same deal.
So Felix Dubron.
Was a balk.
1-2 pitch. And Walker strikes out. Pirates are done in the top of the first inning. McCutchen left the board. Half inning in the books. Phillies coming to bat against Edinson Volquez. And we come back. Going to the bottom of the first inning. Phillies lineup brought to you by Honda. Phillies with high hopes tonight. Ben Revere, Cal Franco, and then Chase Utley in the 3 spot. 303 hitter against the Pirates. 23 RBIs, 26 runs in 50 games against the Bucks. Howard batting cleanup, then Bird 5th. Dominic Brown, Carlos Ruiz, the catcher, hit 7th. Freddie Galvis, the shortstop, 8th, and David Buchanan, the pitcher, 9th. Against Edinson Volquez.
A good solid season, and he's been really pitching well last couple of games. Been doing well against teams with guys wearing red hats. I think that might come into play tonight's game.
Maybe.
He only gave up 3 hits and a run against the Reds, and then against the Cardinals, 3 hits and no runs. Those were his last 2 games. Shutting down the red hats.
Bunch of Bucco fans made the trip in and around western Pennsylvania here. See the Pirates and Phils fighting. And leading off, Ben Revere. Revere hitting .313. He was 0 for 4 last night. Volquez first pitch to Revere, in for a strike. Jay in on the grass at third for him. Pirates understand the situation with the batting race too. If they could help get Revere out, that's just a bonus.
Harrison, he's not going to give him a bunt hit.
Yeah, Jay Hayes saying if it's coming this way, you're going to have to earn it. 1-1 to Revere. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Revere, former Minnesota Twin. In fact, he was swapped for Vance Worley. Worley went to the Twins. Everything seemed to work out for both guys. Worley working out well with the Pirates, as it turns out, and Revere working out with the Phillies. Vance will pitch tomorrow in Game 3. 1-2 pitch, and a bouncer toward Walker. Gets the throw over to first base. And Revere is 0 for 1 tonight, 0 for 5 in the series. Let's take a look at our Rivers Casino tips to win.
Well, pitching command wins games. That was a story last night. Locke had great command and pitched a super ball game. And I think it's been going on with Volquez all year. That's the deal with him. He's been able to really command everything. And we're playing some good defense of late. I really loved watching Morel at third last night. The things he was doing. Fundamental type defense. We've got to keep that up and make sure we continue to play small ball. If we can just get one run in a certain inning, do it. You got to get those runners over. You got to get them in from third with less than 2 outs. Those are the things that are going to be so important these last 19 games, and of course tonight, to try and win this one. And that's going to be really the key, I think. Is just always every night concentrate on the game in front of you. Win that one and let everything else take care of itself. Don't stare too much at the out-of-town scoreboard. Walker last night knocked in a big run when he was trying to pull the ball and just move over a runner. He was rewarded for doing what he was supposed to do with a nice base hit and an RBI.
See Neil wearing the glasses tonight. That is to protect against the wind on a breezy night here in Philadelphia. Jeff Locke, he was awesome last night. Retired the first 10 and the last 10 that he faced. Popped up. Franco. And Walker can't see it. Here comes Polanco. He can't see it. And into second base, Maikel Franco. Highly unusual for Walker to lose a ball in the sky.
Well, you knew
it's been a dark sky here.
Absolutely immediately he said he didn't see it. I mean, you could see with your own eyes as he looks up. Right now, I don't see it. I don't know where it is. I don't know where it is. And Polanco just didn't realize it. I think Polanco saw the ball, but he must have thought that Walker was going to make that catch because he stopped. Walker, he watched his lips. He never said a word, never saw the ball.
So the easiest double Franco's ever had, and he's at second base. First career extra base hit for Maikel Franco, third baseman for the Phillies, and it's one that could have been an out. So Chase Utley up with 1 on and 1 out. Volquez with a 1-0 count. Utley had a triple last night in the 8th inning. Phillies put 3 up in the 8th. He was 1 for 4 in the ballgame. Two balls and no strikes to Chase Utley.
Pretty good baseball player, isn't he?
Very good.
Look at that. He's got 74 RBIs and just 11 home runs. He knows how to knock in a run without putting the ball over the fence.
Volquez 2-0. And McCutchen coming on. He won't make the grab. Franco around third. 1-0 Philadelphia. On a double that shouldn't have been, and it turns into a run. And the Phillies strike first tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to have Utley coming up there with runners in scoring position. He is so good at doing just this right here. The base hit to knock in a run. A good thing, really, that that ball stayed in front of Kutch. He was able to get the heel of the glove on it and knock it down. If that skips past, it's going to be trouble. It didn't look like Marte was able to get behind him and back it up in time.
Ryan Howard, the batter, he takes a strike. So Utley at first base, Howard at the plate, 1 out. Back-to-back hits off of Volquez here in the bottom of the first. Strike 2 on Howard. Howard struck out twice last night. He managed an RBI single in the 4th inning. And then was hit by a pitch in the 8th. 1 for 3. 0-2 pitch. Struck him out. Ryan Howard gone on strikes, 2 away. First strikeout of the ball game for Volquez.
Volquez doesn't really live by the strikeout like he used to, but he can still get one when he needs it. Still has that kind of stuff. Snapped a nice hook off right there.
Well, 2 outs, runner at first base. Marlon Byrd, the batter. Byrd doubled in the game last night, getting 265 for the Phils. He's been productive in the home run department with 25, knocked in 78 runs. He gets back. Marlon Byrd was so grateful for the opportunity to get a chance to play in the postseason last year with the Pirates.
I think it was a big reason the Pirates were in that postseason too. What a super pickup for the last month of the season he was. Great in the clubhouse. I didn't realize how good of an outfielder he was till he played for us and signed play every day. It's a good job out there. Always hustling.
Extremely serious about every aspect of the game, from the fundamentals to nutrition to everything. That's up, 2 balls and no strikes.
Volquez didn't like the way that one felt coming off his fingers. Wanted a new baseball.
Sometimes the ball just doesn't feel right, right?
Oh yeah, I've said this many times, that you get it back maybe a hitter later and it's fine. They just put that same ball back in their pouch. They'll give it to you later on and you don't even notice.
2-0 is in for a strike call.
Pretty good movement on that fastball. Kind of handcuff mark for him. Maybe not handcuffed him, but watch how quick he has to move the glove to it. Definitely wasn't a comfortable catch for him. 2-seamer, I guess, had a lot of bite on it.
2 outs, 1 on, 2-1. Now 3 balls and a strike to Marlon Byrd. Byrd leading the Phillies in home runs, extra base hits, and total bases. 52 extra base hits on the season, 246 total bases. Volquez 3-1 delivery. Walked him. Well, Volquez not sharp out of the gate here.
My tips aren't working very well either.
No, well, I think you look back and
defense and now base on balls.
It's like anything else in baseball. You wonder what would have happened had Walker or Polanco saw that pop up by Franco.
I'm pretty sure we'd be hitting right now.
And certain too. Yeah, things would be different.
Somebody needs to catch that one.
That's how this game is. First and second, 2 men out, and Dominic Brown at the plate. Brown pinch hit in the ball game last night, didn't start. Darren Ruff started in left field instead. 0-1 to Dominic Brown. See his numbers: 9 homers, 59 runs batted in, hitting .233 for Philadelphia. Here comes the 0-1 from Volquez. And Brown pops this one up. Harrison backpedaling, calling for it. And Josh makes the catch. Phillies get a run on 2 hits and they leave 2. Ahead of the second. Philadelphia 1, Bucks nothing. Rob, thank you very much. We are all anxiously keeping an eye on the scoreboard these last 19 games of the regular season. Neil Walker couldn't spot that fly ball off the bat of Franco, and Polanco didn't realize that Neil didn't have it. Ball dropped in for a double. And Franco scoring the only run so far on a base hit by Chase Utley. 2-0 to Russell Martin. Pitch from Buchanan. 3-0. Well, now if they win, it'll be a comeback win.
They're specialists at that.
Got 37 of them. 3-1.
Is it only the Angels have more?
Only the Angels with more.
Well, if you're going to get in the playoffs, that's one of the things you're usually good at is comeback wins.
And Martin to the left center field gap. It's cut off by Brown. Russ chugging for second base, and he is going to be out. Dominic Brown got to the baseball It made a terrific throw into second base. A base hit for Martin. Thrown out trying to advance to second base.
Well, Martin's got nobody to blame but himself on that, because that is right in front of him as he turns first. He can always throw the brakes on and go back. Of course, you know, that's not really Russell's style. He's always trying to do a little extra. Right now, he sees what's happening. But tried to skateboard right on in there. Didn't work.
So an out on the bases after a leadoff single. Don't want to give him outs on the bases. Ike Davis slaps a foul. And it's 0-1 to Ike.
Not playing our best baseball so far tonight. It's early. Just a one-run game. Not good yet.
And Davis hits one high in the air to left center field. Ball is going to be caught by Brown. And there are two men out for the Pirates in the top of the second inning. Take a look at tonight's Barrel Automotive League leaders stat. The leaders in come from behind victories. In the National League, the Pirates lead with 37. The Giants next, 33, tied with the Nationals. And you look at Atlanta right in there. So the teams that are contending in the top four.
Yeah, you got to win some games you might not supposed to if you're going to go on and get in the playoffs, have that good record. So a lot of teams that do are very good at those comeback wins.
Glenn Hurl was asked why Gregory Polanco back in the lineup tonight. He said he had a hunch. Sometimes managers get those. Sometimes they're right. And tonight he hopes he's right. And Gregory a chance to get out there in right field. Snyder was out there last night. Lambeau has been playing there. Those are the three left-handed options in right field. You still have another option in right with a right-handed bat in Tabata. So the challenge is to keep these guys fresh enough down the stretch. See who is going to be hitting well. And if the Pirates do indeed clinch a spot in the postseason, who's hitting well heading into the postseason. 2-1, and it's popped up. Ruiz, the catcher, flings the mask away and drops it. Wow. Polanco catching a break. That should be an error on Ruiz.
How about this ball game so far?
Amazing. An error charge to Carlos Ruiz.
Just an easy play. Saw it all the way. Just clanked it.
Allegheny Health Network Superbowl giving us a slow look at it.
Right in the web of the glove. Just right there. Couldn't close the glove.
Well, make him pay now, Gregory. Full count. Go down to Todd Tishner, the third base umpire. Full count on Polanco. Buchanan's 3-2. This one is popped back into the seats. Ruiz will run out of room this time. He won't have a chance at it.
He badly wants another one. He wants to make up. He will take a sigh of relief if he can.
Air ball down.
Get this out.
Buchanan ready to deliver the payoff pitch again. 2 down, bases empty, and a full count on Polanco. Walked him. So the error turns into a man on base with 2 men out.
Yeah, Roy's going to have to deal with him in another way now.
See if he's going to run.
Could be in scoring position soon.
Well, Well, the way the wind's blowing, Bob, it'll be at his back. So
that's where you want it.
I'd rather have it there than in your face.
Unless you're a knuckleball pitcher.
Yeah, that's different. Jordy Mercer battling Buchanan now. The pitch. Strike one. Jordy's homered 4 times in his last 8 games. He's got 11 on the season. Last Pirate shortstop with 11 in a season was Jack Wilson in 2007. You got to go back to 2000 to find the last Pirate shortstop with more than 11 in a year. Pat Mears had 13 in 2000. 0-2 to Mercer. Throw to first. Twelve steals, caught 4 times. Gregory off of first base, and Buchanan getting ready to deliver. Here's the pitch, and Mercer hits it to the left field corner. Polanco around second. He's heading to third. The ball bobbled. They're going to send him. Here's the relay. Polanco slides. He's safe, and the ball game is tied at 1.
That defense, poor defense, and good hitting by Mercer picks up that run. He gets on base because of the error by the catcher, and then, that wasn't cleanly handled in the outfield. Just a little bit of a bobble out there, and that little bit of a bobble was the difference between the safe and out. There you see the ball is not handled clean.
Look, he got the bag with his hand. Polanco all the way around the bases, chugging hard. And Mercer driving him in. Yep, got it with a hand. Allegheny Health Network Supermo with a great look. So the error does prove costly to the Phillies. Jordy Mercer is 50th run batted in of the season. Edinson Volquez looking for his second hit. He's 1 for 43 on the year.
Pretty clutch job by Mercer. The pitcher hitting behind him, knocking that runner in all the way from first base.
24th double. And a bouncer to third base. Franco will play it. Pirates get the run back. 2 hits and 1 very big error. 1 inning and a half in Philadelphia. Pirates 1, Phillies 1.
Pirate bullpen. He was our guest on Twitter Tuesday. I'm Robbie Mikowski, and he was asked by Matt via Twitter using the hashtag Bucks Tuesday, at what point did you realize that MLB was a possibility this season?
I mean, I've always had a really strong arm ever since I was really young, so that's what I always thought I could do. As far as this year, I mean, in June when the Pirates signed me, I was like, I'm going to try to get to the show this year, work as hard as I can, and I got lucky to get here, so I'm happy.
You know, we've told the story a bunch. If you watch Pirates games, you know his story by now, starting in independent baseball. But the most unique thing, I think, Tim and Bob, when you look at John Holtzcomb, is he's so pragmatic about the whole situation. He doesn't get really too excited about it. He doesn't get really down about what his situation was early this season. He said, if I start to think about that kind of thing, it's going to affect my performance. So he's kind of blocking all the cool story aspects of it out and just focusing on baseball.
Yeah, he's had a good performance so far, his first 3 major league appearances. And a ground ball by Ruiz right to shortstop. And there's one quick out for the Phillies in the second.
And Robbie's point there about being able to block the, all the stuff that goes on around you, and not think about it whether it's good or bad. It's so important for every single one of the young players that come up. So easily get distracted when you're out there playing on the field, and can't let that happen. It's just got to be all baseball, and just if you're a pitcher, you just have to be so focused on what you're trying to do there at home plate. Not worried about media and talking about a great story, or worried about maybe walking 2 guys in the last time you were out there. Those are the kind of things you got to get rid of. Got to completely get it out of your mind.
Galvis in the hole, 0-2. Galvis taking over at shortstop for Jimmy Rollins. Rollins hurting his hamstring while legging out a triple in the game last night. Galvis, a switch hitter, batting from the left side against the right-hander Volquez. Had an opportunity last year, the Phillies, but ended up spending considerable time in the minor leagues. AAA, Lehigh Valley. 1-2 pitch. Count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Nationals did have a big first inning, Bob, against the Braves. It's 4-0 Washington. They're now in the bottom of the second. Braves falling to a 1.5 games behind the Pirates in the wild card chase.
They're 2 games back in that loss column. That's what this time of year you've got to start focusing on that. That's what it's all going to come down to in the end.
Two ball, 2-strike pitch. To right field and deep. Polanco going back. He'll play it off the wall. Galvis around first, and he is into second base with a 1-out double. Hit it through the wind, and it carried off the scoreboard. And now the Phillies with a man in scoring position and 1 down.
That one right up there, very top fastball. He drilled it on the line. Luckily, he didn't get underneath it just a little bit more. That would have usually been out of here. I think those big, tall stands out in right field probably block all of that wind that's coming from that direction.
Double number 1 for Galvis, and now the pitcher Buchanan up. He takes a ball low and away. Buchanan 1 for 25 at the plate this year. Hitting .040. Struck out 8 times. There's 25 at-bats. Number 1-0 from Volquez. And a base hit. Galvis will come around third. McCutcheon's throw. Not there. 2-1 Philadelphia as the pitcher, David Buchanan, drives in the go-ahead run.
Well, this one wasn't a seeing eye ground ball either. He did pretty good. Smoked it back through the middle. It's only maybe 3 steps to Mercer's left, and he still couldn't get there. That's how hard it was hit.
Galvis comes in to score after the double. And the Phillies back up 2-1. Ben Revere, top of the order. He's 0 for 1. Takes high and away. Here's current average, 312. Edinson Volquez has had good success in this ballpark, but tonight not starting out that way. And slice foul.
That first inning was kind of tainted a little bit.
He's 2-0 at this ballpark, and in 13 innings pitched here, he's only allowed 1 run prior to tonight. Now he's allowed 2. A cheapie and a not so cheapie.
Yeah, this one was earned. Bullet off the wall, and then another line drive back through the middle by the pitcher.
1-1 to Revere. And a bouncer to Walker. Throws on to first to get Revere, and they've got Buchanan hung up in the double play. Walker played that perfectly. And the double play ends the inning. Nicely done by Neil Walker, as he just stopped the base runner, Buchanan. Threw on to first to get the out, and Buchanan hung up for the final out. 2-1 Phillies.
Pirates Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. 5 Hour Energy helps recognize those who, despite their own needs, put others first. By the Chevy Sonic and your Western PA Chevy dealers. And by Day Automotive. We're going to make your day. Let's go Bucks!
2-1 Phillies. We start the 3rd inning at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Time now to take a look at our Day Automotive, this day in Pirates history. This day 1 year ago, the Pirates won their 82nd game of the season, giving them their first winning season in 20 years. Garrett Cole threw 7 innings of shutout baseball. Pedro Alvarez drove in the game's only run with a double off Yu Darvish. And it was Mark Melancey closing it out for that momentous win, September 9th, 2013. Pirates, their 82nd win of the season. Freddie Galvis with a double comes around to score on the Buchanan single, and now the Phillies up by a run. Pirates at the top of the order due up. Harrison, Marte, and McCutchen. Time to go recover that run.
A lot of Bucco fans, huh? Come over from the other side of the state.
Josh is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the shortstop, Galvis, to lead off the ball game. Buchanan's pitch, and Harrison takes the ball outside. Josh worked earlier today on running straight, also trying to cut and take corners on the bases. That was something that yesterday he wasn't 100% comfortable doing. He was available to come off the bench and hit for last night's game if needed. And today, some of the work that he did, with Todd Tomczyk, the trainer, watching on, station to station at first, and some defensive work. A-OK, checked out, so Jay Hay back in the lineup.
Need that bat of his in that lineup. Gotta play if you can. Time of year.
Looking for a fastball, got a changeup instead. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Even if you're not 100%, got to be out there, got to push yourself a little. Jay Hay, I'm sure not 100%, but
rolls it to Galvis again. A low throw dug out by Howard.
Twice with the Harrison going down the line, Galvis has put it in the dirt.
1 out for the Pirates in the top of the 3rd inning. Pirates have won 4 straight. They've never won 5 straight this season. Been uncanny. Win 4, lose 4, win 4. Marte tries to bunt, fouls it off. Maybe tonight's the night. Teams have streaks. Pirates had a 7-game losing streak. That was their longest streak, but the wrong way. Haven't won more than 4 straight. A lot of teams will do, they'll win 5, 6, 7 in a row, and it really helps them out. I mean, look what the Cardinals have done. The last 10 games are 9-1. That has given them a 4.5 game lead over the Pirates in the Central Division standings.
At that same time, Milwaukee 1-9.
And the Brewers find themselves 6 out.
Traded places with St. Louis over the last 10 games.
Nothing in 2 to Marte. Buchanan's pitch. And it's fouled off to the right. Kind of stays 0-2. Starling at 280. He has hit safely in 8 straight games. 0 for 1 tonight. Hit safely in 14 straight road games. Oh, 2 pitch. Outside. 1-2. Buchanan coming off of a start against the Braves in which he allowed 4 runs in 4 innings. Wasn't his best start in his hometown of Atlanta. 1-2. Inside, 2-2. Buchanan out of Georgia State. He's the first player from Georgia State to ever play in the big leagues. 2-2 pitch. 3-2 now to Starling. Marte 3 for 5 in the leadoff spot last night. Had multiple hits on Sunday against the Cubs. Pirates 10-4 win over Chicago. McCutchen waiting on deck. 1 out, base is empty. 3-2 pitch to Starling Marte from David Buchanan. Up high, ball 4. The bunch with a base runner. Time runs on, and McCutchen walking to the plate. And it is a free shirt Friday this Friday as the Pirates host the Cubs at 7:05. First 25,000 take home a McCutchen t-shirt thanks to California University of Pennsylvania. Plus, it's a block party on Federal Street before the game featuring local live music and an alumni appearance by Al Oliver. For tickets, go to pirates.com/free shirt Friday. And that's one from, what, 3 seasons ago? That was one that was sponsored by Root Sports, if I remember right. That was 3 seasons ago. He's due for a new one, so maybe he should be there Friday.
I think he will be.
Up in the strike zone, but a strike. Still see a lot of that shirt around town. Got hit by a pitch first time up. Marte off of first base. The pitch inside for a ball, 1-1. Well, it's either going to be sunglasses or nose ring night. One or the other for him. All right, I deserved it. And the 1-1. Inside, 2-1. I didn't know he was going to stick his tongue out at me. Two and one to Andrew McCutchen. That's with a 4-game hitting streak. Just get that sense. You got that sense during the Chicago series that it was just about time for McCutchen to have one of his streaks, and he has had 3 straight 3-hit games for the first time in his career. He's hit safely in 6 of his last 8.
They're right back in the batting race now.
Caught the corner for a strike. 2
This
and
kind
2.
of stuff that you talk about. Let's say, a month before September starts. Well, wouldn't it be nice to get so and so hot? And McCutchen definitely one of those guys. He's MVP. You want him to be at his best right now. And definitely seeing the ball great at this moment.
2-2. There goes Marte. The pitch fouled back.
Pretty good jump.
And 3 of the top 4 in the batting race in the ballpark tonight. 2 of them with the Bucks. And one of them a former Bucko who is not on the park. That's Justin Morneau of Colorado. He's had a very good season with the Rockies. Rockies already eliminated. Ben Revere is 0 for 2 tonight. He started at 313. And he and Kutch now even at 311. Full count. So expect Marte to run here. 50 pitches, 30 strikes. Long look in by Buchanan. Now he's set for the 3-2 to Kutch. There goes Marte, and McCutchen swings and strikes out. The throw not there. A stolen base for Marte. Stolen base number 26.
He even took time to look over his shoulder because he was running on a 3-2 and it made it easy. The way he's hitting the ball right now, it's a whole season together. Look at the steals he could have. Could easily lead the league in steals. The way he's getting on base right now, if he can do that for 6 months.
Walker with Marte at second base.
Not much
2 men out.
Physically that Marte is not capable of doing in a baseball field.
He is a stud athletically. Not much he can't do. Walker struck out swinging in the first. Takes ball 1. He likes picking up 2 odd RBIs. 64 runs batted in this season. Picked up the 64th last night in the 8th. Huntley playing out in short right field for Walker. Can he go? Ooh. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Did it go? Yeah. I can see why they said yes. I always think that.
I know.
No matter what, whether they say yes or no, I think, look like he went to me.
It's inside. 2-1. You know, one thing I noticed when we got to see the debut of the Game 7 coverage of the 1960 World Series, guys were checking their swings like that. Nobody ever appealed. Nobody ever did. They just kind of let the check swings go, and they were coming around the front of home plate.
Didn't matter.
Didn't matter then. No one cared. Walker gets ahead now. 3-1. Long inning for Buchanan. 23 pitches. Pirates don't have much to show for it. He's only facing his 4th hitter.
Well, he's had some deep counts. Is it a couple of 3-2 counts, now a 3-1 count?
And he's walked him, so 2 walks for Buchanan in the inning. Bob McClure wants to have a visit. Phillies pitching coach on his way out to talk to the 24-year-old right-hander.
Well, he got himself in trouble with the Marte at bat. I mean, that's the last guy that you want to walk in this situation. Right in front of McCutchen and Walker. You're just creating a real bad situation for yourself, putting that kind of speed in front of those guys. I concede the way that Marte is swinging the bat right now. I'm not saying just lay him in there, but you got to throw strikes to him. At least if you throw strikes, you have a chance to get him out. You walk him 9 times out of 10. What you've done is just given up a double.
Russell Martin will try to get Marte home now with 2 outs. Phillies up 2-1. Pirates batting in the 3rd. Marte at second base, Walker at first. He singled in the 2nd inning and then tried to stretch it for 2. It was thrown out by left fielder Dominic Brown. And this one down the 3rd base line, just foul. That would have scored Marte easily had it stayed fair. Rush hit the ball well into the left center field gap. And Brown took a good route to the ball, cut it off, and fired it into second base to just get Martin. 0-1. Buchanan checking the runners. And rush to right field. Marlon Byrd going back. Byrd reaching up. He won't get it. Marte around third. He'll score. Byrd drops the ball. Here comes Walker. And Russell Martin drives in 2. And the Pirates have taken a 3-2 lead.
A big clutch double by Martin. Driving that ball hard the other direction. And Byrd really struggling out there. Praised him earlier about the way he played defense for the Pirates last year, but well, he couldn't get up off the ground. Martin got a ball that was away from him and just smoked it out there.
Rush is 2 for 2. RBI is 53 and 54 for Russell Martin. And the Bucks in front again. In front for the first time, beg your pardon. They tied it at 1.
So this is the 2nd time they've come back.
2nd time they've come back.
Be a double comeback run.
Yeah. I told you you're only allowed 1 comeback a game. I didn't know that rule. And Ike Davis to right field, right at Byrd. He makes the grab. But the Pirates put 2 up on the 2-out double by Russell Martin and lead it 3-2. 30 pitches that inning. Franco, the batter, facing Volquez. And a strike is called. Franco had that pop-up that could have been caught. Walker lost it in the sky. Polanco didn't realize that Walker had lost it. And the ball fell in between them. Meantime, Franco ran around the bases to get to second for his first career double. Nothing in two, the count. It's 1-2. Pirates been doing a good job with the extra bases the last couple of games, Bob. Last 2 games, including tonight, so 2+ games. Pirates have 9 doubles and 5 home runs. And down on strikes goes Franco. That is the second strikeout for Volquez tonight. Most popular way to follow the Pirates' push to the postseason is with MLB.com at bat, the #1 app for live baseball. Enjoy live look-ins, replay reviews, scores, live radio broadcasts, the MLB.TV game of the day, and more. Get at bat for your smartphone or tablet on the App Store or visit MLB.com.
Well, Tim, back to what you were saying with the extra base hits. You know, you look at the ballparks that the teams have been playing in the last 2 series here. This is a great hitter's ballpark, and of course Wrigley Field. And so if you are going to win and be successful in those 2 parks, you got to hit. You got to get your base hits, your extra base hits, your home runs. And they've been getting them. And they've been winning. Kind of like what we always say when we go up to Miller Park in Milwaukee.
Yes.
Great hitter's ballpark. You got to score runs to win there.
By the way, did you happen to see the home run that the Marlins' Marcell Ozuna hit last night there?
The long one?
Up on the scoreboard. Over the batter's eye, up on the scoreboard there, about 453 feet, they estimate. Fanatic hard at work tonight. Here's the 1-2 to Utley. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Fanatics had to work a little harder this year. Two. Fouled off. And the count stays even to Utley. I wonder if he was ducking to get out of the way of that foul ball. Using those people as a shield. Wouldn't surprise me.
He's got all that blubber. He's pretty padded.
Yeah, so the Parrot would just catch it. No problem. You're saying the Fanatic is blubbery?
Yeah, it looks like it to me. I don't think that's all muscle or anything.
Was he here when you played here?
Well, the Fanatic? Oh, yeah. He's been here forever.
How long has he been here? Well,
long time.
This when cameras used to have cranks on.
Into the 70s.
Josh Harrison getting underneath this one. Just in foul ground. He makes the catch. Utley is out. Utley's 1 for 2. 2 gone for the Phillies in the 3rd. Volquez gets the first 2 fills.
I'll tell you how long he's been here.
How long?
You know, he runs around on that bike.
Yeah.
His first one was a 3-wheeler.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So how long ago? When's the last time you saw one of those?
No. I haven't seen one in a long time.
That's how long ago.
Is that back when you still have bullpen cards here?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. They never had bullpen cards here in Philly. Well, as I can remember.
He's aged well. Ryan Howard lifts this one high and deep to left center field, and this ball is going to be caught on the track by Marte. Edison Volquez relieved. Still a 3-2 Pirate lead after 3. Update. Charlie Morton pitched a simulated game here earlier today. Sandro Lambo in the box against him. Talking with pitching coach Ray Searage. Charlie went 5 innings through 86 pitches. Clint Hurdle said his rhythm and tempo were very good. There were some minor mechanical things that he did and made his arm work better. And no word as to whether or not Charlie will rejoin the rotation. They want to wait to see how he feels tomorrow. And Clint Hurdle did say today that right now a healthy Charlie would be in the rotation. So waiting to see if Charlie is indeed 100% healthy. I asked Charlie in Chicago how he felt and just gave me one word. Said, same.
Who comes out of the rotation?
Remains to be seen. There hasn't been they're not going to make any decision on it right now, but they've just been discussing all the options.
Well, if he's healthy, and if Clint told you he's going in the rotation,
he didn't tell me he's going in the rotation. He said a healthy Charlie would be in the rotation. He didn't say he was healthy.
Oh,
they don't know if he's 100% healthy yet.
But if he is, he's going in the rotation.
That's what the quote says right here. I asked him about it again twice. Strike 3. Polanco out. Gregory Zoll for 1 with a walk tonight and a run scored.
Point Park University strike zone shows that one to be just clipping the edge of the strike. Another black.
Charlie waiting it out.
One of the things they talked about with Cole was how difficult it was to replicate the emotions and all of the different things that go on with you when you're out there in a game, in a fake game. And that's why Cole didn't do well when he first came back off the DL.
He did not go out in a rehab and pitch in real minor league games.
So I don't know. What if Charlie will have those same problems?
No ball, 2-strike pitch to Mercer. Ground ball towards short. Galvis is there, throws on to first to get him. 2 men out for the Pirates in the 4th. Pirates hosting the Cubs this Saturday at 7:05. Stay after the game for Fan Jam featuring Pittsburgh favorite Leonard Skinner live in concert. She did perform all of their hits like Freebird, Sweet Home Alabama, and Simple Man. To learn how you can watch the concert from the field, go to pirates.com/concerts. It's coming up Saturday. Cubs coming in Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Beginning of the final homestand of the regular season for the Pirates. 0-2 to Edison. The tickets for the entire homestand, pirates.com. Cubs, Red Sox, Brewers. 1-2-3 go the Pirates in the 4th. 3.5 for the books. Pirates 3, Phillies 2.
in South Philly, Andrew King, chimed in with a question for tonight's Twitter Tuesday guest, John Holtzcomb, and asked him, are you Seth Meyers in disguise?
I did see that. One of my friends hit me up on Facebook and let me know about it. I don't even know what to say about it, to be honest. I don't think we look that much alike, to be honest. But
did you get a kick out of the skit?
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, who'd have thought you get some late night talk show pub after one day in the bigs?
Pretty cool stuff. If you do a Google search for Holtzcomb, Seth Meyers, you'll be able to see a still photo of what Seth Meyers did. Seth kind of had a funny pose and had a photo of John Holtzcomb sitting right on his desk there on the late night show, and it was some good stuff, Tim. So how about that? A Pirates fan saying he's a lookalike with a Pirates guy with one big league appearance. How about that?
Yeah, it's funny. He's right. Just one big league appearance. But Seth is a big Pirate fan. He comes to Pittsburgh each year, joins us in the booth each year, and he loves his Buccos. It's a good pub for John. Marlon Byrd lines one to left field. Leadoff single for the Phillies right fielder.
I don't think Volquez put this ball really where he wanted to. That was supposed to be kind of spotted up and in where the glove was. And got it right out over the inside half the plate. And that's about, look at that pitch. That's about mid-thigh. That is the one spot I think you get more than anywhere else you want to stay out of that mid-thigh area.
Dominic Brown swings and misses. Brown popped up to J-Hay in the first inning. 0-for-1. Hitting just .233 this year. Phillies thought they'd get a little bit more out of him. He goes to left field, and Marte racing back toward the track, backpedaling, makes the grab, and Bird retreating to first base. Good play by Marte. And Starling with nice play there defensively.
This ball was hit hard and it's straight over your head. It's really one of the tougher plays for an outfielder to make. They're not really running this side to side much. Right there at the end, he realized he had it, so he faced the infield, backpedaled a couple steps, and made the catch. I think he hit the bare wall underneath the padding with his foot. Or we had a shot of him kind of going back there and pawing at the dirt. See how much room there is underneath the padding?
There's looked like maybe a spike got caught in the padding, or spike on his heel.
Like that, yeah.
Strike to Ruiz. Ruiz hit a ground ball to Mercer in the second inning. Yep. Spiked the padding.
Oh, yeah, he certainly did.
So there's three.
Get the sewing kit out, huh?
3 spike marks from the heel. Oh, 1 pitch now to Ruiz. Bird at first base. Inside corner for a called strike, and it's 0-2. Good time now for another ground ball to Mercer. How about that?
Nice call.
6-4-3, and the inning has come to an end. No runs a hit. That's it for the Phillies. We go to the 5th. Pirates up a run. keep an eye on those games in Cincinnati and in D.C. for you. Also in Milwaukee tonight, Marlins taking on the Brewers. There's the right kind of cotton candy, right, Bob? I think.
Best kind. Only kind.
Josh Harrison is 0 for 2. 2 groundouts to the shortstop. A trip to the dentist coming. Josh trying to get on base here. We start the 5th. Another ground ball to short. That's 3 of them now for Harrison tonight. And not the way he wanted to have his ball game go at the plate. He's 0 for 3. It's Kids Day this Sunday as the Bucks battle the Cubs at 1:35. All kids 14 and younger take home a Garrett Cole Fathead Junior Wall decal thanks to Kennametal. Come early for the #1 Cochran Family Fun Zone on Federal Street. Stay after. Kids get to run the bases, presented by Kennywood. For tickets, visit pirates.com. Garrett Cole will be immortalized with those junior Fathead Wall decals. Ice cream on a cool night.
Oh, powder blues. Good looking uni, wasn't it?
Did you have the ones that zipped up the front?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those were nice. Those were different. Nobody wore zippers then.
What's that?
Who else had zippers? Nobody.
Nobody.
That was unique to the Phillies.
They had different kind of hats than everybody else. Well, Pirates had different hats than everybody else too.
They did.
But the Phillies had their own kind of style of hat. All the uniforms were very different from team to team back then. Different companies making them. Now they're all standardized. The old days. 1980.
Marte hits this one well to left center field. Way back it goes. It is off the top of the wall. Marte rounding first. He's into second with a double. Looked like it hit the railing. And Marte is going to be given a home run. Well, Marte comes in to score. And as soon as he does, Ryan Sandberg comes out of the dugout for Philadelphia.
I think it hit a fan's hand. And the question's going to be, which side of the railing was the fan on?
It looked like he had enough to get it out, but let's see. Take a close look. I mean, that pitch is just center cut. And a fan definitely touched it. And the umpires are going to take a peek at this one, but you're seeing it first.
Just right away, it did look like he was reaching over the railing. Might call that a double.
We'll see if Marte has to go back to second or if this home run will stand.
See what they say in the Big Apple.
A crew chief review. The crew chief is Tim Welke. Fans are seeing it in the stadium for the first time, and they are reacting, and they realize that perhaps that ball would have hit the top railing. The fan not reached out over. Now, it would have been interesting to see what would have happened had the fan actually caught that ball. So they will put Marte back on base with a double. Well struck double to the deepest part of this ballpark.
Yeah, if he could have pulled it just a few more feet, it would have been no contest, easily out of here. But the railing, as you can see, it starts peeling back to 409 and gets a lot higher there also. About as far as you can hit a ball and not get a home run here.
He had a pitch from Buchanan right in the wheelhouse.
He's not missing those.
No.
Not popping them up, swinging through them, grounding out.
So with one out, McCutchen up. Kutch 0 for 1, hit by a pitch. He's got a buck on the pond now at second base with Marte there. Double number 25 for Marte. Here comes the pitch to McCutchen. Boy, he'd like one down the middle like that, wouldn't he?
He knows what to do with those.
Been reading that Sports Illustrated article on McCutchen. Very interesting. If you haven't read it, just pick it up. Interesting look at his life growing up. Fort Meade, Florida. One-0 pitch now to McCutchen. This one down to third. Oh, diving stop by Franco. And his throw to first in time to get McCutchen. What a play by Miguel Franco.
He's going to turn and peek up at the big screen and watch himself. That was one that you can watch and be proud of. Going into the corner, saved the run, saved the double, got an out, the boot.
Well, one of the reasons Ryan Sandberg keeps keeping the rookie out there. Showing a good glove. David Buchanan showed his appreciation. So Marte at third base. And Walker a chance to get him in with 2 outs. Showing bunt with Franco playing way back and off the line.
Got a nice looking glove, doesn't he? Philly colors.
He knows how to use it. Stylish. Got to have style. Got to match. Walker goes to left center field. Brown has room. He'll make the catch, and Marte is stranded. No runs, a hit, 1 left. Halfway through the 5th, 3-2 Bucks.
Driven to be better. And by Levin Mattress, located in all Levin furniture showrooms and freestanding stores. Let's go Bucks!
Starling Marte came inches away from hitting a home run, but a fan reaching over the railing right over there got his hands on it, and it showed that he reached over the railing, and he's on the phone telling everybody about it right now. Freddie Galvis will lead off for Philadelphia. Yeah, he's getting calls. I'm talking to his agent. But the ball would have hit the railing as the replay showed. And Galvis loses this one. And this ball game is tied at 3.
Second time now he's hammering one hard.
Galvis was 2 for 2 with a double and now a home run. It's a 3-3 ball game. Second home run of the year for Freddie Galvis.
Ball's going to be up, but it's actually outside a little bit on the outside corner. Galvis goes out and hooks this one out of the ballpark. Anytime that happens to you when you're out there on the mound, you remember that the next time. Because that tells you that he's not respecting your inside stuff.
That's just the second home run Volquez has given up in his last 3 starts.
If they drive a ball the other way on the outside, that's one thing. But to go out and hook it, pull it out.
Bouncer to third. Jay Head with a stab. Throws to first to get Buchanan.
No doubt it right off the bat.
Well, back to square one. 3-3. Marte hitting a ball in this home run friendly ballpark, and one of the places it's hard to get it out. One of the few spots. Ended up getting stranded at second. Now Revere takes strike 1. Revere is 0 for 2.
Only about halfway through the ball game. There's going to be some more of those. Just hope it's the black and gold guys that hit them over the fence. The vet was pretty hitter friendly also. New ballpark, just the same.
Revere ground ball to second. Third time he's gone that way. The third time he's been thrown out. Revere is 0 for 7 in the series. Let's go back to Pittsburgh. Rob King has your game break. Thanks, Rob. Things starting to play out. Pirates need to do their part here tonight if the Bucs want to gain a game on the Cardinals in the standings. And they can put some more distance between themselves and the Braves in the wild card race. Maybe get some more help from Miami tonight. Maikel Franco, third baseman, saved a run with that play on McCutchen in the top of the 5th inning. Marte would have scored from second easily on a ball that gets past Franco down the left field line. But he was able to make the play, not only smother the baseball, but come up and throw out McCutchen. The ball's 2 strikes. Got his first major league hit September 5th at Washington with a single off of Steven Strasburg.
Good one to remember.
His big league debut at Atlanta on the 2nd of September. He was the AAA Player of the Year for Lehigh Valley. Galvis in there, the game-tying home run. One and 2 to Franco. Justin Wilson Some exercises out there, or water skiing maybe. Bouncing ball foul. How about Cincinnati tonight, putting some runs on the Cardinals? Michael Walker. Pirates might get some help from their Central Division rival. Cardinals got to be due to cool off. 9-1 in their last 10 games. There's a chopper over the mound. Walker waits for it. Has to hurry the throw, and he gets Franco. 3 ground balls after the Galvis home run to lead off the inning. It's 3-3 after 5. Russell Martin going to the opposite field in the 3rd inning off the scoreboard. Goes to the wall. Got 2 runs in. There's Walker and Marte both scored. That gave the Pirates a 3-2 lead at that point. Galvis home run has tied it. And Martin to lead off the 6th inning. Second home run for Freddie Galvis. He's hit the ball hard twice to right field. Once off the wall and once over it. Martin, first ball swinging, grounds it to Galvis. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Galvis having a pretty good night. The hitting, he's seen some action out short, making all the plays.
Well, he knows Jimmy Rollins is out for at least a week and a half with a hamstring issue, and trying to make the most of his opportunity.
Now, this time of year, you never know. He might be out there every day the rest of the year. Not that much time left. If Rollins isn't going to come back for 10, it's over half of the games that are left.
It also knows that in the relative scheme of things, Jimmy Rollins is not going to be out at shortstop forever here with the Phillies.
No, his reign is coming to an end, I would think.
Mike Davis takes one down the middle for
absolutely a tremendous career here in Philadelphia. But everything has to come to an end eventually.
0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Time. Buchanan sneaking that one in. 2008 Phillies. Jimmy Rollins a big piece of that. Ryan Howard and Chase Utley.
They've kept this team intact for a long time. I think everybody was really surprised that there wasn't a big shakeup at the trading deadline that moved some of these older players. That's probably going to happen in the winter, off season.
One-two pitch to Ike. Tried to go the other way and slapped it foul. Some activity. Justin DeFreitas puts in last night's game, coming in to the bullpen, starting to warm up. This will be the 85th pitch for Buchanan, and he strikes out Ike Davis. So far, not a good inning with the bats for the Pirates. A one pitch out by Martin, and Davis strikes out looking.
Take a look at the UPMC Sports Medicine strike zone as he paints that ball right on the outside corner, about belt high.
And Gregory Polanco struck out looking in the 4th inning. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Polanco looking to get back in a groove. Had such a great start right out of the gates. And leveled off a little bit, had to go back to AAA.
The way everybody thought, including myself.
Thought he'd keep it up the whole time he was up. He has not started a game prior to tonight until go back to the 24th of August, his last start. A high bouncer, and Utley will play the short hop and retire Polanco. Pirates gone in order in the 6th. 3-3 ball game at Citizens Bank Park. Ball continues this week with a rare intra-conference matchup as one of the best teams in AAA, the Central Valley Warriors, take on one of the best in Quad A, the Penn Hills Indians. The action kicks off this Friday after Pirates postgame on Root Sports. Jordan Whitehead of Central Valley, one of the most sought-after recruits in the state. Get a chance to see him. Actually looks like a junior ACC matchup between Florida State and North Carolina, doesn't it?
Yeah, it did.
That'll be good. Be a good game this week. 3-3 here. 6 hits for the Phillies, 4 for the Pirates. Bottom of the 6th inning, and Chase Utley will lead off against Edinson Volquez. Utley with an RBI base hit in the 1st. He popped up to Harrison in foul ground in the 3rd inning, 1 for 2. Volquez wide in the pitch. Up high for ball 1. Chase Utley, along with Jimmy Rollins and Brian Howard, we're talking about them. They have a major league record for the most number of games. Those 3 infielders at those 3 positions. They have passed the Dodgers of the 70s a while ago. We talk about Garvey, Lopes, and Russell at short. You can add Say in there as well as the third baseman, but the threesome of Russell, Garvey, and Lopes had the record of playing together, 886 games. And now Howard, Utley, and Rollins over 900 games. Just getting back to a post. 1-2 on Utley.
Cool night.
It was a chilly night.
I see a lot of
and Utley is hit by the pitch.
White jackets out there in the crowd.
So runner at first base and nobody out. Volquez not happy about hitting Utley. Time to see how you root for the Bucks. Be our AT&T fan photo of the game. Show us the most unique ways you raise the Jolly Roger, the fun places you watch the games on Root Sports, or how you display your Pirate pride. Submit a picture via Twitter using the hashtag BucksFanPhoto for a chance to have it shown during the telecast. Folks displaying their Pirates pride here in Philadelphia.
Volquez upset right now because it's a tight ball game. Getting now toward the last third of the game. The last thing he wanted to do was to get that leadoff runner on base. At any moment now, this game could be decided. Bullpen has action for both clubs.
Jared Hughes loosening up for the Pirates.
Upper level and the lower level. Very unique bullpen situation. Really neat looking too. It's a nice ballpark that they've built here in Philly.
Howard fouls this one off into the seats, third base side.
Almost all the new ballparks are very cool looking. There's the bullpens we're talking about, the double layers.
Very well gardened out there too. Flowery bullpen.
You have the ivy going up over the batter's eye.
0-1 pitch. Chased it. 0-2. Howard did strike out his first at bat in the first inning.
Way out front, that changeup. He was hunting fastball.
Howard flied out deep to left in the third. 0-2 pitch. Martin fakes the back pick. Down to first, and Utley gets back without a throw. Nobody out, and the 1-2 to Howard from Edinson Volquez. Struck him out. Down on strikes for the second time goes Howard.
Had a hard time that time with the changeup that was getting a couple of swings and misses on the same pitch, right in the same spot. Come up with a two-strike approach. Kept swinging the same way, and it cost him.
Marlon Byrd, the batter. Byrd with a base hit in the fourth. He's erased on an inning-ending double play hit into by Carlos Ruiz. He walked his first time up. Utley gets back. Game 2 of a 4-game series. Pirates will have a 4-game series here again next year, but it'll be earlier in the season in May. Want to know to Bird. Schedule came out yesterday for 2015. Opening day at PNC Park will be April 13th against the Detroit Tigers. First time The Bucs will open against an American League opponent. They will open on the road on the 6th of April in Cincinnati. Opening road trip Cincinnati, Milwaukee, before then opening at home against Detroit. But more interested in the postseason schedule, what that'll be before we worry about next year's schedule.
It definitely is a job at hand.
3-3 score, 1 out, throw to first. Utley back. And now Bobby LaFramboise is up, left-hander, alongside Jared Hughes. Here's the 1-0 coming to Marlon Byrd. That is a strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. Byrd hitting .266 for the Phillies this year. Think about where Marlon was a couple of years ago. He had a 50-game suspension and then went to get some at-bats in Mexico. Mexican League. The Mets gave him a chance. Signed him for less than $1 million and ended up with the Pirates at the end of the season. Had himself a great year. Pops this one up, and this one is headed for the seats. And then when it came to finding a new team for Marlon Byrd, the Phillies opened up their wallet. Byrd earned himself a lot of money, as it turned out, last year, but he's getting paid this year.
That's the way it works. You have that great year, and somebody is going to open up the checkbook for you. You're always getting paid on what you did the year before.
1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, got him to chase. 2 straight strikeouts for Volquez. So he gets Byrd swinging. Now 2 men out for the left fielder Dominic Brown.
He's still got that ability when he needs to, doesn't he? Come up with some strikeouts. Leadoff hitter gets on, and a couple of great change-ups to Howard. And he snaps off a nice slider.
4 strikeouts for Volquez now. Pitch to Brown. Right out in front, swing and a miss. Brown hitting .232, 0 for 2. Volquez 0-1 delivery. There goes Utley. Swing and a miss. Throw down by Martin, and Utley is safe. Boy, Russell Martin figured he could throw out Chase Utley. Utley had a good jump.
Yeah, that's
just his 7th steal of the year.
There's times where there's not really a whole lot you can do. The guy gets a real good jump, and the player, or the pitcher, excuse me, is slow home. Then what are you going to do about it? I mean, look how quickly Martin jumped out for that pitch so he could get his body squared to second base. He always wants to get that left shoulder turned in as quick as he can. Tries to backhand those balls when runners are taken off.
0-2 is inside to Brown. Fastball.
A lot of catchers they'll square up, they'll bring that left shoulder in after the ball hits the glove. Where Martin, he'll do it way before the ball gets there. That's why he goes to that backhand all the time. Even if a ball's right down the middle, he'll go the backhand. So he's closed up, and that gives him just that little extra oomph on the ball when he throws it, and he's quicker to release it. Watch him turn his left shoulder. See how early it turned? And he reaches out across home plate and backhands the ball, which closes up automatically that left shoulder, puts him in a good throwing position.
Two pitch to Dominic Brown. Low, and the count is full, 3-2. Volquez has to come up with a pitch here. Martin will go out and talk with him about it. Vincent Volquez giving up single runs in the first, second, and the third. Jerry Hughes getting ready again.
Been very efficient, just 82 pitches. Way more strikes than balls. Had the strike zone pretty well covered.
Here's the payoff from Eddie. Foul off. Brown get another pitch. Brown has hit safely in 9 of his last 10 starts. Carlos Ruiz on deck. He's 0 for 2. Utley off of second base. 3-3 ball game in the 6th. Volquez payoff pitch. Foul down the first base side. He's got a souvenir. That's a good seat for that souvenir. Let somebody else catch it for you. Probably had it all worked out ahead of time. They're sitting so close.
You got to have a deal going on.
Full count to Brown with Utley off second. Volquez will deliver this 3-2 pitch to Dominic Brown. Swung on and hit well down the right field line. Over to get it, Polanco, and that's going to twist into the seats. Ball hooked. Utley back to second.
Good thing for Brown that it hooked. Polanco was going to be there in time.
Edison Volquez getting ready to throw his 9th pitch of the at-bat to Dominic Brown. And again the 3-2. Again fouled off. Brown will work a 10th pitch. Let's see who gets it this time. Oh, somebody over there. There you go.
I think she knows where each one's going to go before it's hit.
Is that a softball catcher's mitt she's got? I think so. Two outs. Utley at second. 3-2 pitch from Volquez once again. And he walked it. Now 2 on and 2 out. Russell Martin is known as Super Rush to his teammates, and on a special edition of Inside Pirates Baseball, you'll find out why. Some of it's obvious, like his strength behind the plate, but there's more to Martin's talents both on and off the field. Explore them all on Inside Pirates Baseball. Super Rush tonight after postgame on Root Sports. Russ forgot his skateboard yesterday, brought it today. This is a good ballpark to.
Long way to come in.
It's a long way from the bus to the clubhouse and kind of downhill.
He'll beat everybody by 10 minutes. Might be the longest walk from the bus in any ballpark.
I think we've talked about this. It takes longer to walk from the bus to the visitors clubhouse here than it does from your hotel to the visitors clubhouse in St. Louis.
Yeah, that's right. Remember talking about that.
I wonder how long that walk feels to Ray. So Brown is aboard on the walk. Second walk issued by Volquez tonight. Carlos Ruiz, the batter, is 0 for 2. Grounded into a double play in the 4th. Grounded out to Mercer in the 2nd inning. Well, the Phillies threatening in the bottom of the 6th inning of a 3-3 ball game. Pitch to Ruiz. Inside ball one. .259 his current batting average. Philly catcher stepping in from the right side, awaiting the next pitch from Volquez. One and one. Wind has been howling out to left all night. It's been a breezy night here in Philadelphia. Flags have been in the same motion since we got here this afternoon. And a strike on the outside edge, and it's 1-2. Volquez getting ahead of Ruiz.
It's really cooled off. It's very pleasant out. A little fall in the air.
Ball and 2 strikes to Ruiz. 2 on, 2 out. Martin sets up outside. 2-2. Came with a fastball at 95. Good fastball, but
still
just off the plate.
Good velocity there.
Runner at second is Utley. Dominic Brown over at first. 2 outs and the 2-2 pitch from Edinson Volquez. Ruiz strikes out. Volquez strikes out the side with a walk and a hit batsman mixed in. And the Phillies strand 2.
Baseball on Root Sports is brought to you by T-Mobile Tuesday Night Baseball.
3-3, top of the 7th inning. Ruiz had the go-ahead run at second base, struck out. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Edinson Volquez picks up 3 strikeouts in the inning. Ends up dancing through the raindrops and stranding 2 runners. Volquez's spot is due up second this inning, so he's going to be done getting hugs. Pirates looking for some offense now.
They came up with a real fine fastball velocity-wise right there at the end. Still had a little something to go to. Would probably be just fine to pitch another inning if spot in the batting order wasn't coming up.
Jordy Mercer 1 for 2 with an RBI double at the plate, facing Justin DeFreitas. Strike one from DeFreitas. DeFreitas appeared last night at the end of the ball game. And now starts the 7th for Philadelphia tonight, making his 49th appearance of the season.
He doesn't give up a lot of hits. Good opposition batting average, opponent batting average.
1-1 now to Jordy. 261. We talked about this the other day, Bob. His month of April was subpar, certainly by his standards.
Horrendous. How about that?
There's a shot right down there to Franco, makes the catch. So if he has just an average month of April, where would his numbers be? Well, one man is out. Travis Snyder will come up and pinch hit. We'll take a look at the road ahead for the Pirates. Brought to you by Nissan. Tomorrow, Vance Worley will take the mound here at Citizens Bank Park for the first time as a visiting player. He'll be opposed by Jerome Williams, who's been good since he was traded by the Rangers to the Phils. 3-0, 2.84 ERA as a Philly. Then on Thursday, great pitching matchup for you. Francisco Liriano and A.J. Burnett, former teammates, going at it on Thursday night. Snyder, first ball swinging, grounds out to Utley. 2 men out quickly. Liriano looking forward to his start on Thursday. Good outing last time against the Cubs. A.J. Burnett, 15 losses this year. But he has made a bunch of starts. Made 30 starts, so he had a big bonus kick in the other day.
Yeah, I think he was. Wasn't he diagnosed with a sports hernia when the season started?
Yes, he was.
So
well, I don't know if it was a sports hernia. It was a hernia of some sort, but maybe it was a sports hernia.
I don't know the difference.
I don't either. But
I think I recall that was what it was called.
1-0 pitch, and Harrison pops this one up, foul right side. As I understand it, not only did he get a bonus, but his option for next year with the Phillies increases in terms of dollars. So even though you keep hearing about A.J. Burnett retiring, I would have a very hard time believing that he will not be pitching next year.
You're definitely going to pass up a lot of money if he decides not to.
2-1 to Harrison. He's grounded out to Galvis at shortstop 3 times. Time for a hit for J-Hay. Count 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Josh. In the 11th inning on Saturday, in continuation of game 1 against the Cubs. Turned his ankle. He had just moved over to play shortstop and had gone way out into left center to make a catch. Great catch over his shoulder. He turned to throw it and twisted that left ankle a little bit. Caused him to miss the nightcap, the finale on Sunday, and then yesterday's game 1 here. So we missed 3 games after that. Full count pitch from DeFreitas. J-Hay bounces it to short for a 4th time. Safe this time, though, as he beat it out. Bad ankle or no bad ankle, Josh Harrison wasn't going to be denied, and he's got himself a base hit.
He's got a chopper. The game's on the line. Ignore a little bit of that pain and just go as hard as you can. This is one you got to try and beat out, and he did. Favoring it coming out of the batter's box. Didn't slow him down any, though.
So Harrison aboard, representing the go-ahead run in the top of the 7th. Marte with a double high off the left center field wall. His last time up in the 5th. The pitch that he got from Buchanan that he hit was just right down Main Street. A place you never want to put one, right?
No, you definitely never aim there for any reason.
1-0 to Marte with Harrison off at first. Pirates can get some 2-out lightning here in the 7th inning. 1 ball, 1 strike.
I take that back. There was times where I aimed right down the middle. In the strike zone seemed like it was the size of a Coke can. And you aim right down the middle and hope. You know it's not going to go there, so you're not worried about it.
Josh has been wearing the oven mitt. See more and more guys going to that. I'd like to slide head first. 1-1 to Marte. DeFreitas, right-hander for the Philadelphia Phillies, ready to go. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss.
I've seen some guys this year, right, their hands just going in feet first. What did he out of here, Molina? Towards
going into third base.
On just a regular slide, feet first.
Just an awkward situation where his hand was in a certain area and his thumb got caught underneath. Missed considerable time. Now he's back, as we saw earlier in this road trip. 2 outs. Harrison off of first. Afraid to stretch, and the 1-2 coming to Starling. Looks at a pitch outside. 2-2.
One of the old school remedies for that kind of stuff is that they'd pick up dirt, carry dirt in both hands, or they'd carry their batting gloves if they were batting glove guys. That way your hands were always in a fist. So your fingers aren't out there exposed to. Of course, with the head first slide becoming popular, that did away with all that. Can't reach for the base with a fist. Guess you could, but it wouldn't look right. Like you're just going to fist bump to second base.
Marte off of the pitcher and into center field, a base hit. Harrison will turn second and hold there. Starling Marte with another base hit. After Marte's doubled in the 5th and now his second hit here in the 7th. A 9-game hitting streak for Marte.
Nobody can get him out.
And on base 3 times. He also walked.
And off the calf. Let the sting a little bit.
Great speed on the bases. Harrison at second and Marte behind him at first. Andrew McCutcheon up. Kutch looking for a hit. He was robbed of one in the 5th on a diving stop by Franco. Struck out, hit by a pitch also. Averaging .310. Strike 1 to McCutcheon. Antonio Bastardo, the lefty, warming up for Philadelphia. Freitas peeking in. Signs from Ruiz. Now Freitas set. And the 0-1. Nothing in 2. McCutcheon trying to give that one a ride and swung through it.
Not a lot of velocity on this, just 92. Snuck by Kutch for whatever reason.
Pitcher's in a pretty good spot. Kutch. Harrison, the go-ahead run in scoring position. The 0-2 pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one up and away. Runners in scoring position, a .304 average. 2 on and 2 out. 1-2 pitch to Andrew McCutchen. Back. Now stays 1-2 to the MVP.
Must be one of those guys that look kind of sneaky quick to catch, because just not quite getting to that fastball, and velocity wise, at least the velocity reading on the screen, not all that impressive.
McCutchen has knocked in 7 runs over his last 5 games against Philadelphia. The 1-2. He swings and strikes out. 2 hits for the Bucks, 2 men left. Stretch time in Philadelphia, all even at 3. With a home run to lead off the 5th inning, tied the game at 3. Galvis also had a hard hit ball off the wall in the 2nd inning for a double. So Galvis 2 for 2. He is winning the Lumber tonight. 3 runs, 6 hits apiece. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning with Bob Walker and Tim Neverett. Robbie and Smikowski here as well. New pitcher on. It is left-hander Justin Wilson taking over for Edinson Volquez. Volquez went 6 full innings tonight. Ended up striking out 5, and he had a big strikeout of Carlos Ruiz with 2 on and 2 out in the 6th.
A little wildness every now and then for Justin is always something that we've talked about this year, but when he's throwing strikes, he's still been very effective. A lot of strikeouts, as many Ks as innings pitched.
Turn Galvis around about right-handed. Switch hitter, batting 115. .1-0 pitch. On the ground ball left side. Mercer won't have a play. And Galvis has been a pain in the neck tonight.
Well, I'll say, and you look at his numbers, not that much with the bat at all, but doesn't mean anything for tonight. You put this ground ball just in the right spot, even if Mercer comes up with that clean, it's still going to be a difficult play. A lot of momentum going hard toward that foul line to come to a stop and throw out Galvis. He's got pretty good speed.
Base hit for Galvis and 1 on, nobody out. Pinch hitter Cesar Hernandez batting in the pitcher's spot for DeFreitas. And Hernandez will square to bunt. Pops it up, backing out of play. Put a little bit on that.
Yeah. He pushed the bat right toward the baseball, and I'm going to pop that one to the outfield. He would have centered it up.
Nothing in one. The count to Hernandez. Bunts it foul for strike 2. Now Wilson look for the strikeout here. As the Phillies will play for 1 run here in the bottom of the 7th of a tie game. And Sandberg trying to get that go-ahead run into scoring position. Pitch coming to Hernandez. Well, a scouting mission maybe. And Hernandez did shorten up. Looks like he's going to bunt with 2 strikes on him. That time he didn't. Pitch up high, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to Cesar Hernandez. Hernandez came in the 8th inning of last night's game. Ended up with a sacrifice fly. One-two from Wilson. He struck him out. Send you back to Pittsburgh. Rob King standing by with this game break. Interesting happenings in Miami tonight. Thank you, Rob. Cardinals put a couple of runs up. It's now 7-3 Cincinnati, top of the 7th in Cincy. Washington leading Atlanta 6-4, bottom of the 7th. Ben Revere takes a strike. Fastball from Wilson. 97. Revere has grounded out to Neil Walker 3 times. 0 for 7 in the series. 0-1 pitch from Wilson. 1 ball, 1 strike. In the 2nd inning with Revere up, the pitcher Buchanan at first base, and he hit a ground ball to Walker. It turned into an inning-ending double play. Revere very tough to double up, but it wasn't a conventional double play. Walker grabbed the baseball and faced Buchanan. Buchanan stopped, and Walker went on to first base to get the out of Revere there. And then Ike Davis ended up ultimately tagging out Buchanan. Walker played that double play ball perfectly. But a traditional double play ball hit by Revere, it's tough to get him at first. Two strikes.
Oh, Wilson showing some great velocity so far tonight. Struck out Hernandez with 97. He's been throwing 96, 97 to Revere. Ray likes what he sees.
And the 1-2 to Ben Revere. Waits and the throw to first instead. Justin's got the sign he wants from Russ. Now he goes to first again. And again, Galva's back. Just a time when they're suspecting something's up. Now the 1-2 again. Nope, throw to first again. 3 straight times, and now Wilson hearing it from this Philadelphia crowd. Been relatively quiet here tonight. Now that they've got something to boo, they're booing.
It's tradition here.
Yep. And Revere down on strikes.
He chased a very poor pitch.
Oh, he's 0 for 4 again.
Fastball way upstairs. Fanatic trying to put a little something on Wilson. I think he missed and got Revere.
I think the wind got it, knocked it toward Ben. Yeah. So 2 outs, 2 strikeouts for Justin Wilson after giving up the leadoff single for Galvis. Rubbing his head for luck, I guess. Here's Franco, the third baseman. And again, Wilson playing catch with Ike Davis. Pirates want to keep Galvis at first base. Do not want to get the go-ahead run in scoring position. 2 men out. Franco doubled his first time up and scored the first Philly run. Gave the Phillies a 1-0 lead in the first. He was driven in by Chase Utley. He has struck out and grounded out since. Ken Giles, one of the 4 Phillies pitchers involved in that combined no-hitter last week, warming up for Philadelphia. On the corner for a strike called. 1-1.
Right there.
There goes the runner. Russ does not make a throw. Galvis guessed right against the left-hander Wilson. And a stolen base for Freddie Galvis. That's his first.
But all those pickoff throws, he probably saw something where he was able to read him. Saw the difference between going home and what he does on a pickoff throw. No way Russell's going to throw him out. It's a great jump.
And a ground ball to the right side, a base hit. Polanco coming up to grab it. Galvis around third. He'll score, and the Phillies take the lead. The stolen base by Galvis produces the go-ahead run on the 2-out single by Franco.
Small ball. A couple of guys that really have yet to do a whole lot with the bat. Galvis gets the infield base hit. He steals second base, and now Franco just able to kind of dribble one through that right side.
Franco going to second base on the throw. Throw up the line. Russ had to come get it. Franco, his second hit of the ball game. This one produces the go-ahead run in the bottom of the 7th. Chase Utley takes a strike. Well, Galvis having himself a night. Double and a run scored. A home run to tie the game. A base hit, stolen base, and he has scored the go-ahead run. He scored 3 of the 4 Phillies runs. And he's played flawless defense. And had plenty of opportunities tonight. One ball and 1 strike to Utley. And Utley, a ground ball right at Mercer. Jordy throws on to first to get him. Wilson gives up a run on 2 hits. And after 7, the Phillies have taken the lead at 4-3. Take it back Sunday, tomorrow night, Stage AE Outdoors. Those shots from the Allegheny Health Network Supermall here in Philadelphia, 4-3. Phillies have taken the lead after 7 innings. As we go to the 8th, Pirates will have Neil Walker leading off against the new pitcher, right-hander Ken Giles.
Oh, look at that ERA for Giles. Strikes out a few people, too. Doesn't give up any hits. That'll give you a low ERA.
I will. Pirates need to get that run back and then some. And Walker takes a strike. Walker is 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. See if Neil can get into one here against Giles. It's up high and it's 1-1. Freddie Galvis coming into the game tonight, Bob, was 5 for 59. Tonight he's 3 for 3. With a home run, a double, a single, and 3 runs scored, plus a stolen base, a very key stolen base. One and 2 to Walker. Raises his average 45 points in 3 at bats from starting at 0.85. That's where he started tonight. Walker with 2 strikes on him. Giles set now the pitch. It's inside. Giles, 23 years old. Lives in Phoenix, originally from Albuquerque. First year in the big leagues this year for Ken Giles.
Had a big fastball.
Two pitch. And Walker loops it on the ground. That ball had some funny spin on it. Galvis throw gets Walker.
Ball was 100 miles an hour coming in. Didn't leave that hard.
Galvis read it off the bat where he thought it had a little bit more on it than it did.
The ball really got in deep on the label. Galvis again, busy.
Rush is 2 for 3, had a 2-run double in the third. And he swings and hits it well to left field. Brown going back. He's got room. 2 down.
Went out there hunting for that fastball, trying to commit to it and put one in the seats. Just didn't quite get it good enough. I think that ball just far enough down on the bat toward the label to where it just wouldn't jump out of here.
7-4 now. Cincinnati leading St. Louis. 2-2 Miami and Milwaukee still. San Francisco and Arizona still to come. He's still here. Good looking set of glasses. Nothing in one to Mike Davis. Davis looking for a hit. Flat out twice. And struck out. One ball, 1 strike from Giles. Giles has retired each of the last 19 batters he has faced. 9 of them via strikeout. The last base runner he allowed was on the 27th of August against Washington. Catcher Wilson Ramos had a base hit off of it. It's busy in the bullpen. Hughes up and ready again. Tony Watson, the lefty, working. One, 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. For Giles, 33 of his 37 major league appearances have been scoreless, including each of his last 8. Strikes out for the second time looking. Mike's 0 for 4, and Giles retires the Pirates in order in the top of the 8th. After he was called out on strikes, Fagan did not toss Ike. Ike tosses the bat here. Watch this breaking ball. It's in the strike zone, and Ike doesn't agree. And the conversation went on as we went to break. First base coach Rick Sofield joined it. Manager Clint Hurdle joined it.
I think he fined him for throwing his bat. So they saw him point at the bat. They used to every time they would point at a piece of equipment. That was a fine. And it looked like he pointed at the bat. I think he probably fined him for throwing it. Yeah. The fine used to be $100.
Used to be.
I'm thinking it's probably not $100.
Probably not $100. Probably a little more. Brian Howard, who has struck out twice, is 0 for 3, leads off against Jared Hughes. Right now, Justin Wilson on the hook after giving up a run on 2 hits in the 7th. And Howard goes down the left field side deep. In the corner, Marte, and it's foul.
He was there waiting on it.
Just 329 down the line there where the pole is.
I think that pushed the wind pushed that away from Marte just enough. Of course, off the left-handed hitter's bat, the spin's going to try and take it that direction. The way that wind is blowing, about maybe 4 feet.
Congratulations.
Yeah. It's one of those white glasses. They're all over the place.
Must be white glasses night tonight.
Everywhere.
Didn't get that memo. A swing and a miss for strike 2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Ryan Howard. He's there now with a full count. 3-2. Last night, Jared gave up a run. Rather 3 unearned runs, I should say, on 1 hit in 1/3 of an inning in the 8th inning. And the 3-2 drilled right at Josh Harrison in the shift. 1 out. That was loud, but Harrison right there. And Howard is now 0 for 4. AT fan photo tonight. Hashtag Bucks fan photo on Twitter to keep them coming. Laney. Heidelberg, Germany, showing their Pirates pride. Nice picture from long distance. Pirates pride here in the city of brotherly love. Marlon Byrd takes inside for ball 1. Bird struck out in the 6th. Volquez got him in his last inning of work. (4-3) Phillies leading in the 8th. Bird out in front, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike to Marlon Byrd. Outside 2-1. Bird set a career high with his 25th home run, and he hit it on his 37th birthday on the 30th of August at the Mets, his previous team, and his previous high was 24 home runs last year. (2-1). In on the fist a little bit. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This team is a little long in the tooth. 37 for Bird. Number of guys in their mid to upper 30s. And Bird down on strikes for the second time in as many at bats. 2 men out for the Phillies in the bottom of the 8th. We'd like to welcome MetroCast viewers in the Berwick area. Thanks for watching and rooting on your Pittsburgh Pirates. All of us at Root Sports and the Pirates appreciate your support. Glad you're with us from Berwick. Well, 2 outs, and the batter will be Dominic Brown. Brown 0 for 2 of the walk. First pitch by him for ball 1. 4 runs on 8 hits for the Phillies, 3 runs on 6 hits for the Pirates. Jonathan Papelbon, the closer, getting ready in the Phillies pen. 1-0 pitch. And a ground ball off the glove of Hughes. Right there is Mercer. 1-6-3 goes the putout. 1-2-3 go the Phillies. On to the top of the 9th. Gregory Polanco leads off. Pirates down a run.
Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Top of the 9th inning of a 4-3 game in favor of Philadelphia. Last chance for the Pirates, and they will have to face the closer of the Phillies. Jonathan Papelbon. Gregory Polanco will lead off. And Polanco, Mercer in the pitcher's spot. Darren Ruff takes over at first base for Ryan Howard. Here is Papelbon.
Haven't seen him yet this year. 60 games, not up against the Pirates.
He finished off that 4-man no-hitter against the Braves. Tied for 3rd on the Phillies all-time saves list with Mitch Williams. Needs 1 more to tie Steve Bedrosian for 2nd place with 103. And he's 10 behind Jose Mesa for the franchise record of 112. So Jonathan Papelbon facing Gregory Polanco in the 9th. Ball 1. Pirates need a bloop and a blast to take the lead. Just a blast to tie it up. So just a blast hasn't been easy. Pirates don't have one tonight. Came close. Marte in the 5th. It went off the railing in deep left center field. Strike to Polanco on the outside part of the plate. 1-1. Polanco walked and scored in the 2nd inning, struck out and grounded out. Polanco, a chopper over the mound. Gregory with speed, and he will be there with a base hit. Leadoff single for Gregory Polanco. The tying run is aboard in the 9th.
He didn't hit it hard, but he hit it in the right spot. Chopped that right up over Papelbon's head.
Well, Galvis has made every play tonight except that one.
Probably playing a little too deep. He's back on the grass. No chance to make that play on the outfield grass. That pitch was going home.
Polanco 1 for 3 now. On base for the 2nd time tonight. Jordy Mercer pops up the bunt. Strike 1 to Jordy. Jordy doubled in a run in the 2nd inning. He grounded out and lined out. Nobody out. And it took until the 9th inning for this crowd to kind of wake up here, even though their team has a lead by a run. Mercer gets the bunt down the first base side, and he will stop, and Ruff will tag him. So a sacrifice by Jordy Mercer. And that moves the tying run into scoring position with 1 out. The Pirates will send up a pinch hitter in the 9 spot, and it'll be Andrew Lambeau to face Jonathan Papelbon. Lambeau, the last left-handed option off the bench for the Pirates, with Pedro Alvarez more than likely unavailable tonight. Pedro is here in Philadelphia, has been here with the team, and talking about perhaps a regression in the pain in his sprained foot. Meantime, Lambeau at the plate, looking to come up big in the 9th inning. Papelbon ready to pitch. And Lambeau takes a strike.
Jose looks like the outfielder. Just playing normal out there for Lambeau. Not real shallow, not real deep. With all that speed at second base, it's going to be tough for them to make the play at the plate.
No balls, 1 strike. Papelbon ready to go with Polanco off second base. The 0-1 pitch to Lambeau. It's inside for a ball. Fastball at 92. Papelbon became the 26th pitcher in big league history to record 300 saves. Did that on the 10th of June against San Diego. Second fastest to reach 300 saves. Time Trevor Hoffman there. The fastest was Mariano Rivera. He did it in 537 games. Lambeau late on that one, 1-2.
That was all positioning of that fastball, wasn't the speed.
One ball, 2 strikes to Andrew Lambeau. 1 out, top of the 9th. And Papelbon ready to deliver this pitch. And Lambeau pulls it to the right side. Ruff will grab it, step on the bag. Lambeau is out. Polanco advances to third.
We need a hero, and Jayhay's been the hero so many times this year. This is one of the couple guys in that lineup you'd want coming to the plate.
Josh Harrison is 1 for 4 tonight. Had an infield single in the 7th. He has hit the ball on the ground 4 times to the shortstop Galvis, and that's the man who needs to get in to tie the game. 2 down in the 9th. Here's the pitch. Inside. So that fastball up and in is one that, not that far up and in, but the fastball up and in is one that J-Hay likes and can pull out of a ballpark. No balls, one strike. 1-0 coming. And J-Hay swings and misses. It's 1-1. Harrison's average currently at .314. His teammates have seen him do it a number of times this year, hoping he can do it again right now. Papelbon's 1-1 pitch. And J-Hay pops it up foul on the right, out of play. And the Pirates down to their final strike tonight. Harrison hoping to spoil it for the Philly fans. One ball, two strikes, 2 outs. Polanco the tying run at third. Papelbon's 1-2. And Harrison strikes out, and the Phillies even this series at a game apiece. Papelbon saves it. And Freddie Galvis won this ball game for them tonight.
No doubt about that. Galvis was the big guy for the Phils. We just didn't get the offense going like we normally do or have been. Not enough extra base hits. Didn't get the ball over the fence at all. Only got 7 hits on the night. One of them, that little infield chopper by Polanco right here at the end. Not enough support for a pretty good start by Edinson.
Final score tonight from Philadelphia. The Phillies 4 and the Pirates 3. Let's go back to Pittsburgh, where Rob King and Ken Maka are standing by.